guys going? All right. So in this webinar, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to get your music videos on Vevo, Tidal, and Apple Music. The whole point for me is to help you take your music career to the next level in this 60-minute live workshop and start getting you those results you've always wanted. All right. So most of you in this room probably downloaded the free music distribution guide a little while back, and you probably got an email recently from me asking you to join this live webinar so I can show you how to get your music videos on Vevo, Tidal, and Apple Music live, because I realized not everybody really likes reading. And so I decided to do this live webinar. That way I could just walk you guys through the process live. And some of you probably saw my video ad where I personally invited you to come join me and learn how to get your music videos on Vevo, Tidal, and Apple Music, right? And I say all of this just to say that all of you are in the right place right now. And I just want to congratulate you on making that decision. Because you will be leaving here tonight with a new burning desire and ability to succeed in the music business, right? So in 60 minutes or less, you will learn how to get your music videos on Vevo, Tidal, and Apple Music. You will learn how to 10x your music streams, and you will learn how to properly position yourself for a more lucrative record deal. All right, so what you will learn in this webinar, guys, is the exact same methods used by record companies to grow their artists and 10x their music streams, literally, right? So I want to start with some of the most common misconceptions about the music industry, right? The first one being, my music will speak for itself. I don't need a promotion. I don't need promotion and marketing. Guys, that is true, but only in the event that your music has an audience, right? So your music will speak for itself if it has an audience, right? The whole point of promotion and marketing is to get your music an audience, right? So you can't say your music will speak for itself when it doesn't have an audience. I do understand the concept of your music speaking for itself, but your music needs an audience to speak to, right? And then it can convert. So the whole point of promotion and marketing is to get your music that audience to speak to. So until you have that audience, your music will not speak for itself. If you are an established artist and you already have a fan base, then when you say my music will speak for itself, it makes sense. But in a lot of cases with independent artists and unsigned artists, that is usually an excuse for why they don't want to do promotion and marketing, or an excuse for why they haven't been signed yet, right? No, your music will not speak for itself. I'm sorry to tell you. I need to be on the radio to succeed. Now that is being on the radio. So radio is not as essential as it used to be in the past. So back in the days, your audience, so people consumed music two ways, right? Listening on the radio and on TV, right? Other than that, they were going to record stores, right? Buying cassette tapes or CDs, whatever, or vinyls, right? Depending on the time. But the issue was radio was so important because you needed to get your music to an audience, right? You needed to get your music to an audience, and there was no to get your music to the audience, you had to go where the audience was. Well, back in the days, the people, music consumers, only consume music through radio and TV, and they bought records at the record store, right? And so if you had music and you needed to get it to the masses, it had to be on the radio or on TV, right? But today, the streaming platforms are the new radio, guys. The streaming platforms are the new radios. The Spotify's, the Apple Music, all of that. These are they are the new radio stations right now, right? And so right now, to get your music to the masses, you have to be on these streaming platforms, right? And so radio is an add-on. I'm not saying radio is not important, but radio is kind of like the cherry on top, right? So radio is not necessarily not important, but it is not, you don't need radio to succeed in the music business, right? Another misconception is I need a manager or record label to succeed. No, you don't, right? it's almost the same concept I was talking about. So back in the days, how it really worked was, so your audience was on the radio and on TV, right? And then they go to record stores to buy the records, right? And so you, as a regular independent artist, you couldn't get your songs or your videos to radio or to TV because, I mean, you don't even know anybody, right? And so what you did was you signed a management deal with a manager who already had the relationships with the record labels, right? Because the record labels had the relationships with the radio and TV. So while you needed a manager back in the days or a few years back, is because you couldn't go to radio directly or you can go to TV directly, right? And so you get a manager, sign a management deal with them, they get you to a record label, they sign you to a record deal, and then the record label takes you to the radio station and on TV. And then now you're connecting with the audience who would consume your music and then convert and become fans, right? So back then you needed a record label, but today we are going directly to consumers via streaming platforms. And so if you're going directly to the fans, why do you need a middleman, right? You don't need a middleman to get to the fans. You don't need a middleman to get to the fans anymore, right? The streaming platforms are the new radio, right? And if all of the music consumers are on the streaming platform and you are on the streaming platform right now already, what you need a record label for, right? So you don't need a record label to be successful. That's my whole point, right? I need a feature with a major artist to succeed. Now, a feature with a major artist will be nice. Do you need it to succeed? No. If you don't believe me, ask Chance the Rapper, ask Russ. I mean, the list goes on, right? You guys know the names. You don't need a major artist to succeed. A lot of people drop. I mean, J. Cole dropped an album with no feature on it. Still did great. Guys, you don't need a major artist to succeed, right? A major artist would be great, but you don't need one to succeed in the music business. Another misconception is I need a major label to get my music videos on Vivo. Well, I can show you more than I can tell you. So just stay to the end of the course and we can talk about that one. But the answer is no. You don't need a major. Back in the days, you needed the major. So when YouTube and Vivo were new, yes, you did. You needed a major label to get your music videos on Vivo, but that's not the case anymore. I need a major label to get my video on network TV like BET, Revolt, MTV. No, you don't. So the thing about that one is, so back in the days, record labels had a lot of exclusivity with a lot of companies that facilitate this process, right? One of the great things about the music industry and music business in general is that everything is so structured. So there is a process for everything, right? Things don't just randomly end up somewhere. So things don't just randomly end up on BET or MTV or Revolt, because they want to have an ability to track the movement of everything and know what's what and where what is going. There's like tons of infrastructure in place for like how this should go from here to here. Take, for example, you can't just get up and upload your songs to Spotify. Right? You can't just get up and upload your songs through Spotify. You have to go through, you have to go through a digital music distributor, right? Something like that. So, but in today's world, all of those exclusivities are gone, because back then there weren't a lot of people who were into creating music, in the sense that there weren't a lot of people with the information to come to these companies or agencies and say, hey, I want to do X and Y, right? So the major labels went to them and say, hey, what we want to do is, you can't work with anybody but me. So Sony would walk up and say, yeah, you can't work with anybody but me, UMG, and Warner Music, right? Because what we're going to do is we're going to run 300 artists by you every year. And UMG will say, yeah, we'll do the same. Warner Music will say, yeah, we'll do the same, right? And these companies will say, all right, cool. I mean, we don't have a choice. It's not like, 300, that's 900 artists every year. Sure, we'll make it exclusive. We're not going to work with anybody else. But in today's world, I mean, there's a shit ton of independent artists out here who are putting out music every day. There's independent artists who have the information. I mean, take for instance the Russes, the Chance the Rappers, the Masterpiece. You know, the list goes on, right? They have the information. They are privy to these tools and resources, and so these companies, everything's a business in the music business, guys. These companies turned around and basically told the major labels, "Fuck you, we're not doing exclusive deals anymore. We're open to everybody, right? Everybody who has the knowledge, everybody who knows what they're doing, and need these services or need to utilize these tools or this platform can do that now. That way, instead of us being exposed to just 900 artists a year, the pool is bigger now, right? The pool outside is bigger now, so we can be exposed to 10,000 artists a year, right? So that's why those things are not exclusive to major labels anymore, because of the nature of the music industry right now, right? All right, another misconception is I need a major label to get my song on radio. Just explain this. It's the same concept, literally, because it's the same agencies, resources, tools that you use to get your videos on network TV. It's literally the same pipeline, the same structure, the same standard operating procedures that you use to get your songs on radio. So no, you don't need a major label to get your songs on radio anymore. I need a major label to get my song on film and video games and commercials. Nope, that was very back in the days. People are landing sync licensing deals left and right every day. I mean, like, you turn on NBA 2K today, you're hearing songs that you probably haven't heard on radio before, right? These guys aren't signed to major labels. So I want to say stay till the end of this webinar, because at the end of the webinar, I'm going to be giving away, guys, some crazy bonuses. I'm going to be giving away some crazy bonuses you don't want to miss. So stay to the end of the webinar. Don't miss out on a great opportunity to secure bonus resources that you can start using right away and start seeing the types of results that you guys want. I promise you, the bonuses are going to be worth it. And at the end of the webinar, I'm going to be announcing the winner of $100. So everybody on this webinar just entered a draw to win $100 cash from me. I'm going to be sending through Cash App. And so at the end of this live webinar, I'm going to be announcing the winner of the $100. So stay to the end of the webinar. The bonuses are worth way more than $100, but you're going to be getting some cool stuff here, right? All right, so a little background about myself. My name is Roland Elendu. I am the founder of the Music Business University. The Music Business University is the #1 educational platform for artists looking to learn about the music business, from understanding record contracts to getting their music in front of millions of listeners worldwide, to getting sync licensing deals and getting their music in TV, film, and video games. I have worked with and advised some of the biggest agencies in the world that major labels employ when rolling out singles, albums, videos, tours, etc., you name it, right? Over the last 10 years, I have toured with major artists, I've connected with label executives, released my own singles and EPs, landed on Warner Music's playlist called Topsify. I got offered a single deal and turned it down. I'll explain to you guys later if we have time, but single deals are basically the major labels' nice way of saying we don't believe in you, right? So I got offered a single deal and turned it down. But guys, out of all of these things, the most exciting thing that I'm doing right now is teaching my community how to do this too, right? Out of everything I just mentioned, really what gets me up every day is doing this live webinar with you guys, right? Teaching you guys this. That way you guys can go out and do this too. Like, I'm an independent artist, and I spent the last 10 years, most of it dedicated to going to get the right information. I watch hundreds of interviews from successful independent artists every time, just trying to get the information, get the game. Every time they say, oh, so what you have to say to an independent artist or young up-and-coming artist out there that can help them be successful, it's like they all get the same pep talk from the same person. Everyone says, be consistent, just work hard. Like, the fuck you mean work hard? Is that new info? Work hard? You can't just tell me fucking how to get my video on, say, Vivo, right? we're not look when we're watching these videos, they don't understand that when we're watching these videos, we're looking for somebody to say, hey, if you want to do X, call this person, or you want to do this, like this is where you go, right? Everybody makes it and they hoard the information. That's the industry that we're in, right? The music industry is very everybody for themselves. And I'm a Pisces, right? And so I'm a very honest person. And I can't deal with people not being honest, right? Everybody's acting like they care, but they really don't, right? You watch these interviews, guys, you cannot. I spent 10 years looking for the information. I spent 10 years looking for the information that you're going to be getting on this free live webinar, right? I spent 10 years looking for it. No successful artist is giving it, right? But tonight, they done fucked up because I got the information. I learned a lot the last 10 years, right? I dedicated my last 10 years to getting the information. I said, I'm going to learn what they know, and I'm going to go back and share it with the community of independent artists, right? And so that's what we're going to be doing today. I know our generation, we are a generation of receipts, and I probably said all of these things, and some people in here are probably like, yeah, whatever. All right, so I have receipts, guys. You can see pictures of me. That's me and Futuristic. I think this was a festival. I was on the same lineup with him. That's me and Kid Ink. You see me and Kirk Banks back in the day. Yellow Wolf, Waka Flocka. You can see me and Sean Kingston, me and T-Pain. You can see that's me performing on stage. That's me performing on stage. That's me again performing on stage. Guys, I am not bullshitting. This is the truth, right? All right, so when I turned 30, I realized that the accolades don't mean anything to me anymore, right? Impact meant everything to me because I wanted to make an impact, right? I thought to myself and said, at 30, what's important? Like what's all of this about, right? And I realized that when I'm gone, I want to be remembered for something. I want my name to stand for something. I want to stand for something. And I thought, what better way to have an impact than to pull back the curtains and share everything I know and I've learned over the last 10 years so you guys can live out your dreams as well, right? And so that is when I embarked on a journey and said, all right, I'm going to put together everything I have learned in the last 10 years, everything that's gotten me to the point where I'm at right now. I'm going to put that together and I'm just going to deliver it to the people. And I hope the information changes somebody's life, and one day they're #1 artist and they're at a radio interview and they don't say work hard and be consistent, right? Because this is what I believe. I watched an interview with T.I. and Young Thug, and Young Thug says, Hov better tell me how to become a billionaire before he dies. And T.I. said, why do you think he owes you that information? And Young Thug said, you must teach what's taught. And that changed my life, guys. I was one of those that I thought, yeah, everybody got to run the route. Because I spent 10 years looking for the information. I'm not just going to get up and just go tell somebody how to do it. Everybody got to run the route. Everybody got to do their own 10 years too, right? And then Young Thug said, you must teach what's taught. I said, you know what? That's real. That is real. And guys, that's why I do this, because you must teach what's taught. And I expect that of all of you on this live webinar. But let's keep it going because I have a lot to share with you guys today. So 3 things you're going to be learning on this webinar: how to get your music video on Vivo, Tidal, and Apple Music, how to 10x your music streams, how to position yourself for a more lucrative record deal. And don't forget, guys, the bonus at the end of this workshop. So make sure you stay till the end and collect it because it is going to be crazy. All right, so let's get right to it. So please make sure you have your computers in front of you so you can follow. And if you're watching from your phone, then please pay attention and take notes. All right. All right. So in order to get your music video distributed to Vivo, Tidal, and Apple Music, you must go through a digital music distributor. Now, there are several digital music distributors to choose from, but I will be covering just one of them since we only have an hour or a little over an hour, right? We have about an hour, 30 minutes left, but I'll only be covering just one of them because I want to get your music videos to Vivo, Tidal, and Apple Music. So we're going to be covering one of them, and that'll do the trick. All right, so HORUS Music. And sorry, guys, if I'm talking really quick, is because I have so much information to share with you guys today, and I don't want us to run out of time without me giving you the information. So please bear with me. After this slide, so 2 slides after this, you guys should be taking screenshots. When we get there, I'll be telling you guys to take screenshots because that way you can hold back the information. I just want you guys to get the knowledge and then take screenshots so you can reference that later. All right. So HORUS Music. HORUS Music is the name of the company. HORUS Music is a digital music distributor. HORUS Music covers 3 outlets. They cover Vivo, Tidal, and Apple Music. They offer 5 packages, right? So they have a Vivo video package, which delivers 1 music video to your existing Vivo channel. Then they have, so with that package, you need to already have a Vivo channel, right? You need to already have a Vivo channel before you get the Vivo video package. Now, if you do not have a Vivo channel yet, not to worry. I know that's probably most of you on this call. Not to worry if you don't have a Vivo channel yet. Their Vivo channel package is one that will create a Vivo channel for you and then deliver 1 music video to that Vivo channel, all right? Then they have their iTunes video package, which delivers 1 video to your app, to your Apple Music page. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys are wondering why it says iTunes video package. So they just haven't updated the lingo on their website since iTunes turned to Apple Music, right? But it delivers your video to Apple Music. I just put iTunes so you guys don't get on the website and say, oh, where's the Apple Music, right? So select the one that says iTunes video package. That's the Apple Music, right? They have a Tidal video package, which obviously delivers your video to Tidal, and then they have a deluxe video package, which delivers your video to Vivo, Tidal, and Apple Music. All right. So head on to horusmusic.global. So it's going to be www.horusmusic.global. Sign up for an account, and once you're logged in, navigate to the left panel. You should see release on the left panel. Navigate to release and go down and select new release. Now, guys, please pause. Excuse me. I'm burping so much. Golly. All right, guys, pause and don't do it yet. Just follow the webinar, right? When I move to the next slide, you guys are going to be screenshotting the following slides, right? So you're going to be taking screenshots. That way, you can remember, you can go back and reference the forms, right? How to fill out the forms. But I want you guys to follow. That way you don't miss anything. So don't worry about going to horusmusic.global right now. I just want you to follow and listen. That way you don't miss a beat, right? All right, so select releases, fill out the form, and only fill out the areas marked with asterisks, right? Because those are the only required fields. And the form is self-explanatory, but if you're confused, just hover over a circled I. There's always a circled I next to the field, and it'll explain what you should enter in that field. All right, guys, so this is where you start taking screenshots, all right? Because I'm literally just trying to show you now how to fill out the form. So you can go ahead and take a screenshot of this. So you can see this is the left panel I was talking about. So releases, then you select new video release. And for product title, guys, I want you guys to put the name of the song in product title, right? So this is where you put, so say the song is Come Up, right? So this is where you write Come Up. I don't want you to write, so say your name is Mr. J. I don't want you to put Mr. J dash Come Up. No, that's not what they're asking for. Just what's the name of the song? What's the name of the video, right? The music video, what's the name, right? So if it's Come Up, just write Come Up, right? All right, so video version, I want you to put official music video. And guys, please screenshot this right now. That way you can reference it, right? Video version, I want you to put official music video. Video duration, the format is hour, minutes, seconds. So 00, so if it's a 2.5 minute video, it's gonna be 00 column 02 column 30. All right. Now for artwork, guys, the artwork, I want you to put a thumbnail of the video. Do not put your cover art for the song, right? Because if you put your cover art for the song, when they distribute your video to Vivo, Tidal, and Apple Music, The thumbnail is going to be the cover art for your song. When people see a cover art, what do they think? It's an audio. They don't think it's a music video, right? So just, if you have to take a screenshot of your video, play your video, take a screenshot of it, and put it in the artwork, right? Crop it so the rest of your desktop is not showing, and then throw it in the artwork, right? Because what they're asking for there is the thumbnail. Is how do you want this to appear when it's on Apple Music or Tidal or Vivo, right? So that's what you put on there, and hit save and continue. No, don't hit save and continue. Just scroll down. Just kidding. Next is text language. So if your text language is English, go ahead and select English. Video language, if it's English, go ahead and select English. I'm assuming everybody on this webinar are English speakers and your song is in English, but if not, I'm sorry. I apologize for just assuming. Please go ahead and select whatever language it is. What type of video release is this? Select music video, and then down to artist name. I put my first and last name there, but you would put your moniker, right? So your artist and your stage name, that's what you put on there. Role, I want you to put performer. Apple ID, you can see there is no asterisk next to Apple ID, so we will not be providing that because it's not required. I don't want to go start looking for my Apple ID, so I don't care. We're not going to put that. Main artist, make sure you check main artist if you are the main artist. All right, so barcode, there is no asterisk next to it, so I'm not going to fill it out. Licensed territories to include, I want you to select world. That is just for you to select what territories for you want your video delivered to. We want our video delivered to the whole world. That's what we want. Licensed territories to exclude, there is no asterisk, so we're not going to fill that out. Original release start date. All right, so guys, I always advise everybody to plan their release at least 2 weeks ahead of time, right? If you want to drop your video tomorrow and you're now trying to get distribution, listen, you're going to have to change the date or your fans are not going to see your video. You can't just get up and say, oh, I want the video to drop tomorrow and then distribute your video today, right? They have a lot of videos in the queue. Apple Music has a lot of videos in the queue to put out. The record labels are sending videos as well. Everybody's sending videos, right? Plan your releases 2 weeks ahead of time. That way, that is enough time for them to process your video and have it ready to go live on the day that you tell your friends the video is coming out, blah, 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 day, right? So original release date, go ahead and select what day you want your video to release. Now, where it says year, here they're asking for the information on the song, right? So this is not the video. So what year was the song recorded, right? So put whatever year the song was recorded, holder, who owns the song, right? So who owns the masters to the song? You're gonna put that in there. Label, what label are you? What label owns the song, or what label are you with, right? So go ahead and put the label in there. If guys, and you can see an asterisk right next to the label. I want you guys to remember this, right? So if you distributed your song, you have a label name associated with that song. The label name associated with that song is what you should put in here. I don't want you guys to come up with a generic name like Boys in the Hood record label and drop it in there. If it says Boys in the Hood record label on the song, when you distributed the song, then go ahead and put that in there, right? If it doesn't say that, please don't just come up with a generic name out of the blue because you think you want to be. No, put the actual name of the record label on the song in there, right? All right, so main genre or primary genre, hip hop in this case, alternative genre, hip hop. Pro affiliation. So pro is performance rights organization. So if you are not with a pro yet, I would select none. So it will allow you to select none. If you're not with a pro, go ahead and select none. And if you are with a pro, so just select what pro you're with and enter your membership number. In this case, I'm with BMI. So I selected BMI, right? So you hit save and continue. What am I saying? No, you just keep scrolling down. Guys, I'm having a rough day. All right, so keep scrolling down. It's gonna say explicit content, yes or no. So if the song or video has explicit content, please select yes. If you do not, your video is going to be rejected, right? And if it doesn't have explicit content, then go ahead and select no. But in my case, it always does. Artist/group name, put an artist name in there, put Roddy Banks. Label name, Royance Media Group. Vivo channel name. So this is where you put the name of your Vivo channel, right? So whatever you want your Vivo channel to be called, that's where you put it. And then select create new channel if you don't already have a Vivo channel. If you already have one, then just put the Vivo channel on there because they need to know what Vivo channel the video is going to, right? Always remember to do that. Artist, country of origin, United States of America. If it's another country, go ahead and put that in there. ISRC code, there is no asterisk next to it, so it's not important. Grid, there is no asterisk code, so there is no asterisk, so it's not important. Keywords, no asterisk, not important. Include lyrics in description, no, I don't want to, but there is no asterisk, so that's not even important. Lyrics, there is asterisk right next to it. If you have your lyrics on a sheet of paper right now and your song is on digital streaming platforms, I would implore you to have your lyrics typed up, copy it, and paste it in there. You won't be able to make it past this page without putting your lyrics in that box. If you have to type it all over again, go ahead and do that, but they're gonna need your lyrics in that box, right? All right, so save and continue, and it should bring you to this page, the upload page, where you upload your music video that you want to distribute, right? All right, so go ahead and click the green button, hit upload, and once you have your video loaded and uploaded, it should look something like this, right? I just uploaded a random video, says 50 cents advice for young artists. You guys can tell I have watched a lot of these videos, and I can tell you in that video, I think he said, what's stopping you? There's the internet, you just have to work hard and whatever. Yeah. When you upload a video, it should look something like that. Everything looks good. Hit save and continue. Boom. It should bring you to this page with all of the packages, right? So there's the iTunes video package, like I told you, that would deliver to Apple Music. So title video package, there's the deluxe video package, Vivo video package, and Vivo channel package. Go ahead and select whichever package you want. Yes, the prices are in pounds because the company, I don't know why it's in pounds, but because they're actually in Texas. But I guess they're feeling a little bougie, and so they figured they'd put their prices in pounds. I don't know. But go ahead and select that, and it should bring you to this page, your summary page, where you can see all of the information you just filled out and confirm if they are accurate or not. And if everything looks good, go ahead and scroll to the bottom and hit pay and submit. Boom. Once you hit that, there you have it. So you guys just learned how to get your music video on Vivo, Tidal, and Apple Music, and you still don't have a major label behind you. So when you leave this webinar, just let everybody know, hey, I can get my music video on Vivo, Tidal, and Apple Music right now without any major label behind me, because I have the information now. Because I got the information from arguably the most dangerous guy in the music industry right now, giving away free game on how to do these things. These guys are in trouble, guys. I'm giving away all of the information. All right. So how awesome is that, right? All right. So let's talk about 10X in your music streams, guys. Exciting stuff. If you guys enjoyed that last lesson, please drop some ones in the comments. Let me know that I am doing good. Please drop some ones in the comments if you enjoyed that, and let us keep going. All right. Drop some ones in the comment if you enjoyed that. I had fun teaching you guys that. All right. So the easiest way today to grow your listenership across every streaming platform is playlisting, right? Playlisting is the easiest way right now to grow your listenership on across every streaming platform. I see those ones coming in. Steve, shout out to Steve. Shout out to Xander. Shout out to Brent. You guys are awesome. Playlisting is the easiest way, guys, to get to grow your streams across platforms. Jeffrey, I see you guys. Lauren, El Haj, you guys are awesome, man. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. All right, so playlisting is when you submit your songs to playlist curators on digital streaming platforms to be featured in their playlist, right? So the reason why this is the easiest way and fastest way to grow your streams, guys, is the playlist already has a following, guys. So it'll be the same concept of going on tour with a major artist, right? So when I was going on tour with these major artists, it wasn't to take a selfie, right? It's because they already have an audience. What you want to do here is go tap into that audience. Why do I have to start from scratch when you've done half of the job? I just have to show up on your stage and boom, tap into your audience, right? I just have to show up and tap into your audience. So they already, like, these playlists already have a following. They already have a following. So that is one reason why it's the easiest way. Exposure to a new audience. So say you have 300 listeners, right? And all of them are listening from Texas. Well, you might get on a playlist that has people listening from Greece, Philadelphia, I don't know, Italy, New York, Los Angeles. You just tapped into a new audience simply by being on a playlist, right? Exposure to a new audience, right? Guys, that's another reason why this is the easiest and fastest way. I mean, I'm teaching you guys stuff that the record labels are doing. Like, this is how it's done, right? Another reason is they are fairly inexpensive to get on and are free sometimes. So obviously this is the music business, guys. And I'm just keeping straight with you guys, right? In the music business, it is business. So it is not uncommon that when you reach out to playlist curators, they say, oh, yeah, cool, I'll do that. I'll charge $30 to get your song on there. I'll charge $20, or I'll charge $40, or I'll charge $50. I think $50 is a little too high, right? It's usually something like $10, $20, $30 for them to put you on their playlist. Unless you're talking, unless you're talking playlists with a huge following, then you know the money starts to go up. But these things are fairly inexpensive, and for what you get when you get on them, guys, the impact is huge, right? Constant listenership. All right, so there's different kinds of playlists, guys, but like, just for the purpose of giving you guys an example, imagine a playlist with, say, let's say a workout playlist, right? A workout playlist with, let's say, 10,000 monthly listeners, 10,000 followers, right? These people are listening to these playlists when they're working out, right? A lot of them are working out every day, right? So if you're on that playlist, say for like 3 months straight, every day that they were working out, they were listening to your song. So your song is getting guaranteed plays every day for 3 months straight. What do you think is going to happen to those people? They're going to become fans, right? They're going to convert. They're going to convert. And when they become fans, whenever you drop new music, they automatically get notified, right? They automatically get notified whenever you drop a new song. Constant listenership. That is one advantage of playlisting, right? Another advantage is the DSP algorithms pay attention to highly streamed songs on a playlist and adds it to algorithmic playlists, bringing it more exposure. So all of the algorithms across every single DSP, I can tell you guys that, across every single DSP, these things are programmed to pay attention to songs that are amassing high streams, right? Because they're programmed to tell the editorial team what's popping. And the way to know what's popping is what's getting high streams, right? And so when you playlist, you're not only building that following or getting your streams up, you're having the algorithm join the fun and expose you to some more people, right? Expose you to some more listenership, right? And so that is one advantage of playlisting. The last and final one is you establish a following and grow a fan base based on their love of your music and not your photos on Instagram. Because a lot of artists get mixed up in, I want to grow my following on Instagram, of doing a follow for follow. Man, listen, you're not an IG model. You're not an IG model, right? You're a music artist. What you sell is music. You're not selling pictures. If you're a model, that's understandable. What you sell is music. So I would pick 100 followers on your digital streaming platform over 10,000 followers on IG, right? Because your real fans are on the streaming platform. You can have 10,000 followers on Instagram and all 10,000 of your followers really just like your pictures. If you think it's a joke, ask an IG model to drop a song right now. Ask an IG model to drop a song right now, right? We follow a lot of them. I'm guilty, guys. I'm going to be honest. I'm guilty. I follow some IG models, but I really follow them because, you know, they're probably pretty and hot, right? I don't want to hear their song. That's not why I got there in the first place. Their picture got me there. And so when they turn around and say, oh, I have never, ever checked the music out when they try to do, that's not what got me there. But when you build a following on your streaming platform, what got them there was the music. And guess what? You tricked them into getting there because you just inserted yourself on a playlist that they already listened to. And then bam, they're listening to your song for 3 months straight on the same playlist and they became fans. They went and followed you and boom, you have them, right? So how can you reach out to playlist curators, you may ask? Where can you find them? That's a good question. Chalkmetric.com, guys. Chalkmetric.com. I want you guys to write that down, chalkmetric.com. So on Chalkmetric, you will find a list of thousands of playlist curators on chalkmetric.com, right? Reach out to them, connect with them, pitch your songs and ask them if they'd be willing to add your song to their playlist, right? And guys, start building your list of curators from there, but build a list that is specific to your genre, right? Find curators whose playlists fit your type of sound. If you do pop, if you're a pop artist, please don't reach out to a playlist curator who curates for heavy metal, right? Why are you trying to get on a heavy metal playlist singing pop, right? It's not going to convert. You're not even going to get on it. You're not even going to get on it. So save yourself the time and save them the time and find curators whose playlists fit your type of sound. If it sounds like Hov, I don't know that your song would do good on a playlist with Generation Z listeners, period. They just don't want to hear that slick shit. You know, they're not into that, right? You know, if you sounded like, I don't know, NBA Youngboy, the NLE Choppers, Lil Xan, any of the Lils, it'll probably work. So be strategic about picking what playlist curators you reach out to. That way you can guarantee maximum results, right? All right, so the 10x stream blueprint, let's put them all together and I'll show you the blueprint. So playlists with a lot of curators. Guys, get on as many playlists as possible. Get on hundreds of them if you have to. Get on as many playlists as possible, right? Once you're being playlisted, your song starts amassing a large amount of streams in a short period of time because all of these people just start playing your songs, right? When it does that, it triggers the Spotify algorithm immediately to pay attention to your song. It comes and sees your song is doing so good, the algorithm is going to take your song and add it to an algorithmic playlist like Release Radar. That's a smaller algorithmic playlist, right? It starts doing good on Release Radar. It's going to take your song from Release Radar and add it to a larger algorithmic playlist, right? These are playlists created by the algorithm that people listen to, right? It's going to add your song to a larger algorithmic playlist. Your song starts performing really good on an algorithmic playlist. It's going to take your song and add it to a larger algorithmic playlist that Spotify's editorial team listen to. So Spotify's editorial team, the pool where they choose songs from is an algorithmic playlist. It's a playlist generated by the algorithm because they designed their system for the computer to tell them what's popping. And the computer knows what's popping simply by looking at streams. So now your song gets added to the pool of music that the editorial team are listening to on a daily basis. They're just chilling and listening to that playlist. That's all they do all day, the editorial team. They just listen to the playlist. They're not scrolling looking for new. That's how people think that's how they do it. That's not how they do it. They literally are just listening to music all day. Music that they like all day, right? They just listen to music, different genres. There's hundreds of Spotify editorial people on the editorial team, right? So your song makes it on the algorithmic playlist that the Spotify editorial team listens to. Now your song catches their attention, right? Your song catches the attention of somebody on the editorial team. Guess what now? They take your song and they put it on an editorial playlist. Guys, editorial playlists have millions of listenership, monthly listenership, millions, not thousands. Every editorial playlist has millions of listenership, right? So imagine your song on a Rap Caviar and a New Music Friday. Guys, you're talking millions of listenership on a monthly basis. Your music is now doing millions of streams across multiple platforms. Guys, at that point, you're up. If you're doing millions of streams per month, not the whole year, per month, you're up. Release Radar does not have it just has major artists, right? Or artists who are popping. Your song makes it on Release Radar or New Music Friday, you just broke your song, right? But see, with the blueprint I just gave you, you just hacked your way into Release Radar. You don't have to wait for the editorial team to find your song, right? You just run this play, right? Just run this play and hack your way into Release Radar and New Music Friday. Hack your way into their ear, right? You know how to get yourself into the pool that they pick from. Just hack your way into it. I just gave you the play. This is the blueprint, guys. This is what the major labels do, right? Well, what they do different is they went and bought a bunch of playlists and they just put their artists on there because they on the playlist, right? And just hack their way into Rap Caviar and New Music Friday. Plus, they have relationships in those companies. So, and that's how you 10x your music stream, guys. That's how you 10x your music stream, right? All right, so I'm trying to give you guys the game, man. I'm trying to give you guys the game. So let's just keep going. I apologize if I'm moving too fast, guys. Please forgive me. I just want to be able to share all the information with you guys before our time is up. All right. All right. So let's talk about record deals and how to position yourself for a more lucrative record deal. All right. All right. So the only reason why anybody gets signed to an artist deal or a 360 deal is because they lack leverage, period. It's nothing else but simply because they lack leverage, right? So the entire concept is the more you need a record company for, the more they're going to take from you when you sign, right? The more you need them for, the more they're going to take from you at signing because you're not bringing anything to the table. Now, some of you are probably thinking, oh, but I'm bringing my music to the table. Yeah, you're bringing your music, but why should they sign you over the next person? You're probably thinking, oh, yeah, but my music sounds better than the next person's music. We don't know that. You haven't proven that in the market. You don't have sales. You don't have streams. You don't have, how do we know that, right? So the more you need them for, the more they're going to take from you. That's the whole concept, right, of leverage. What those signings about is literally leverage. It's a battle of who has more leverage. What it comes down to at the signing table is who has more leverage. That's what determines how that conversation or that deal is going to go, right? All right, so obviously there's a whole lot more to getting a better deal, like understanding record contracts and having the right team, having the know-how and resources to cover some basic requirements. But at its core, it's all about leverage, guys. I'm telling you. So the way to position yourself for a more lucrative deal is, all right, build a following, right? Guys, have a following. I'm talking about social media and on your digital streaming platforms. Have a following. Because when you have a following, boom, guess what? They don't have to get you a social media manager. Money saved, excuse me, money saved is money earned, guys. Money saved is money earned. If they don't have to get your social media manager, boom, you just save them money, aka they just earn money. Prove you have product that has demand by having some great sales / streaming numbers to show, right? Record labels spend a lot of money on market research, meaning testing the artists. So that's why they do single deals, right? So that's why they come up to you and say, hey, we want to do a single deal. What they want to do is they want to test and see if this is real, right? Does he really have demand like that? They want to test it. See, but if you already have all the streams, then guess what? They don't have to spend money testing. They don't have to spend money testing. What are they testing, right? You've done all of the tests. You're saying, are you kidding me? All right, this song has 5 million streams. That song has 10 million streams. This one has 3 million streams. They're like, boom, done. Money saved is money earned. They just know at that point, oh, we don't have to spend $30, $40, $50, $70,000 on market research. We know there is demand. We know for a fact that there's demand with this artist. So money saved, money earned. Web presence. Guys, if I Googled your artist name right now, if they Googled your artist name right now, what would they find? Will anything even come up? Right? SEO, search engine optimization, right? You have to have a web presence. If you've done your work on that side, on that part of things, guess what? They don't have to spend money on an SEO team for you, building your web presence. Because the whole point is somebody goes to a party, your song is playing, they're drunk, blah, blah, blah. They sleep, wake up the next day, they remember, oh, somebody said the song was by Mr. J. They go on Google, search Mr. J, because they're trying to find your song. They liked it when they heard it at the party. They just don't remember the name of the song, right? So now they just want to search the name, the artist's name, and see if they can find the song. They go search your name, and they can't find you. You just lost the fan. And if you just lost the fan, guess what you just did? You just lost money. So the record labels want to know, are we going to be losing money or not? So if we're signing you, do we have to get you an SEO team to make sure that that part is taken care of, right? Because when these potential fans start coming in, we don't want to lose them because they went and Googled you and they couldn't find you. So guys, if you take care of your SEO, guess what's going to happen? They don't have to get you an SEO team, right? You already took care of that. Money saved, money earned. Excellent brand image and branding in general. What is your logo? Do you even have a logo, right? What pictures are coming up when I Google you, right? Guys, listen, I know the picture with you and 50 of your boys in the background against the 1980 Mercedes-Benz with a 40 ounce in one hand and a blunt in the other hand looks cool. I'm telling you, I don't think you want that coming up when people Google you guys. Google the pictures that come up when you look up your favorite artists, right? Guys, it's branding. You got to put your best foot forward. I know you like those selfies and all, but that's not proper branding, right? Every other month, at the very least, every other month, go out and book professional photo shoots. Take professional photos, and I want you guys to use these for your press releases, send them to the press, put them on your social media. When I Google you, I want those pictures to pop up, right? Have a website, build a website. Let those be the pictures on your website. I don't want to see your selfies on your website. I don't want to see your selfies on your website, right? Have professional pictures on your website. Guys, put your best foot forward. What we're doing over here is we're trying to run the same plays that the major labels run. We're independent artists. Being independent artists, we have to play the same role the major labels play, right? Why do we have to? We don't have to make this any more complicated than it is, right? Do everything you know that they already do. The whole point, what I teach people is how to think and act like the major labels, because I know what they do. I've worked with agencies who work with them. Like, all we did was work on single album tour rollouts, every time. So I know the process, right? The whole point of this is for you to think and act like the major label. So guys, make sure the branding, the image is on point. So when those potential fans start coming in, we're converting like crazy, right? Your own creative team, a producer, engineer, songwriter, graphics designer, video director. Guys, one of the places you're going to spend the most money when they sign you is your creative team, right? So they're going to tell you, oh, they're going to be spending all this money on a producer, all this money on engineer, all this money on songwriters, all this money on graphic designers, video director. Guess what? If you had your own producer, engineer, songwriter, graphics designer, video director, guys, you're at the signing table talking spicy. You're talking spicy at that point. Because guess what? All right, I'm going to do a role play. I'm at the table. I say, nope, I got my own producer. I got my own sound engineer. I have a songwriter. I have a graphics designer. I have a video director, and they're not going anywhere. The reason I know they're not going anywhere is I know we're doing the right thing. The reason I know we're doing the right thing is I'm sitting here right now, and you're trying to sign me, right? So we got the branding right. We got everything right. I'm doing 5 million, 3 million, 10 million streams already before I got to this table with you. The same person that shot the video that got me the 10 million views is in my team. The same producer who produced the song is in my team. Sound engineer, songwriter, graphics designer, the whole nine. I have the whole nine. So I don't need you to get me that, right? I don't need you spending money on that. Money saved is money earned. Guess what? At that point, you are controlling the narrative of you are controlling the conversation at that signing right there, guys. Look at all the things you're bringing to the table. Look at all the places you've just saved their money on. Money saved, money earned. You're not going to sign a 360 deal. You're not going to sign a 360 deal. A 360 deal meaning they get money on everything. Tour, merch, record sales, streams, publishing. They get money. They eat off of everything because you are not bringing anything to the table. Well, that's different. I'm bringing 5 things to the table. Guys, you're at the meeting talking spicy. You're not going to sign a 360 deal. You're not signing one of those deals that, you know, the artists who sign, you know the people who sign, who sign those type of deals. I don't want to call any names, but we know them. Guys, you understand what I'm saying? Information is key, guys. This is how you position yourself for a more lucrative record deal. It's about coming to the table with leverage, right? It's about making yourself attractive, because if you make them really, really want you, you can control and steer the conversation in your favor during the negotiations, right? So now let's do a quick recap, guys. So what I've just shown you is part of the exact system that I used to amass 40,000 streams on Spotify alone in 2 weeks and landed on Warner Music's Top 5 playlist, and also help other independent artists like you grow their listenership across multiple digital streaming platforms. So right now, let's recap everything you've discovered today. First, we talked about getting your music videos on Vevo, Tidal, and Apple Music. You learned what distributor to use and how to fill out the form when you're working on a new release. We also learned how to 10x your music streams through playlisting and got the blueprint for that. Finally, we learned how to position ourselves for a more lucrative record deal, guys. So I want to know what you guys think, right? Tell me if I did a great job. Did I do a great job today of giving you the information that even if you left this room today, that you could use to help grow your streams and gain exposure, right? Put a yes or a no in the comments if I did a great job today of providing you with the information that even if you left the room today, you can implement and grow your streams and gain exposure. I want to see some yeses or nos in the comment. Let me know how I did. Tell me if you feel like I did a great job or not. Put them in the comment. Anthony, yes. Steve, yes. I appreciate you guys, man. You guys are awesome. Yes, Alex, awesome job, man. I appreciate you guys are awesome. El Hatch, awesome job, man. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. All right, so can I get your permission, right? Can I get your Xander says microphone issues at first, notwithstanding? Yes, sir. Man, Brent, you guys are awesome. Man, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Definitely. You guys are awesome. Definitely. So have I earned the right to spend just a few more minutes with you to talk to you about how you can work with me inside of my Growth Accelerator program? Have I earned the right? Anthony says yes, bro. Dope. Yep. All right. So you guys give me the go ahead. All right. Cool. Awesome. You guys are great. All right. So the program is not for everybody. I want to start by saying my program is not for everybody, right? So right now for this month, I am only letting 10 people in the program. The reason being, there's a lot that goes into helping artists get to where they need to be. And so I try to control how many people I let in the program, right? And so this program is not for everybody. The program is strictly for people who are ready to put the work in to get their music and their career to where they need to be right now. All right. So the program is not for everybody, but it's the same blueprint. In the program, I showed the same blueprint that I used to secure a sync licensing deal with TikTok in 2019 that still pays me till this day. So in 2019, I did a sync licensing deal with TikTok through a middleman, obviously. It's just how the music business worked, right? But in 2019, I did a sync licensing deal with TikTok. In this program, I literally shared the exact same blueprint on how to do that. Remember when I told you guys, you don't need a record label to get your songs in video games, TV, films, commercial, all of that? It's facts, right? It is facts. I've done this. Guys, every quarter, I still get paid off of one sync deal with TikTok. Every quarter. I get a check in the mailbox every quarter, right? In the program, I'm going to show you the same blueprint that one of my clients that I consult for through the agencies, who's actually an artist manager, she applied the information and grew her artist monthly listeners on Spotify to over 120,000 monthly listeners, guys, just on Spotify alone, right? I have trained over 20 agency staffs using this program. That's how I got the offer to sell the program. So last year, I got an offer to sell the program, but I turned it down because their plan did not include my community, right? At this point, at my age, the money's great, the accolades are great, but I'm shooting for impact at this point. I can go, anybody can go on any day, right? When you're gone, what you want to be remembered for? I want to be remembered for something, right? And so offering me money for the program, and I said, what do you see? Where do you see the program in the next 5 years? And they say, Roland, we just want to get hold on to the information and use that to facilitate onboarding for our new hires at the agency. So they wanted to use the program to basically facilitate how new hires come into the agency and help train them to get kind of be up to speed on what they do in the agency for the record labels, right? And I said, well, I don't know about that, because it kind of defeats the whole purpose of why I created the program. The reason why I created the program was I thought of people like me out there. We've watched tons and tons of videos from our favorite musicians who are successful, telling us to work hard without giving us the game, right? I created a program where people can come in and know for a fact that they're coming in to get the information. You're coming in to know exactly what to do to get your music career where it needs to be, right? And so, guys, I'm not going to get all used car salesman on you. Over the last hour, you saw the value that I provided for free. So imagine what's in the program, guys. If you'd like to see how the program works and get it, I'll be delighted to show you. Now, the program comes with a small investment, but as you can see, when you go through the program, there's a certain level of information and results that you can expect, right? And so here's what you're getting when you invest in TMB University Growth Accelerator Program, right? So TMB University is standing for the Music Business University Growth Accelerator Program, right? So in the program, you get music business mastery. Everything there is to know about the music business, all the tools, all the tips, all the contacts. You get the same resources all three major labels are using right now, guys. Not only that, you're going to be getting free access to a Facebook community dedicated to keeping us up to date on the latest industry trends. That way we're keeping up with the times and new systems in place, right? Not only that, you guys are going to be getting free weekly Q&A sessions with me personally over Zoom calls where we're going to discuss and I'm going to be answering any questions that you may have, right? Navigating the program or any questions that you have on the music business in general, right? So guys, the Music Business University Growth Accelerator Program is $4,851. And I don't just let anybody in, but You're not going to be paying $4,851, guys. You're not going to be paying that today, right? You're not even going to be paying half of that. You're not going to be paying $2,400 to get in the program today, right? My goal is to give you guys the information. Right now, it's impact over anything, right? It's impact over everything. So if you get into the program today, I have a special offer for you. Instead, if you order today, you're not only going to be getting the entire Growth Accelerator program, the first 10 people, I'm going to be giving you a free lifetime. I'm going to give you lifetime access into the program, right? You're going to have access to the program and every perk it comes with for life. The first 10 people to get into the program today are going to get free lifetime access into the program, right? So for just $997, you're going to be able to get into the program, and the first 10 people will be getting lifetime access into the program, right? Guys, there is no program out there teaching you this. There's no program out there teaching you this, period, right? As a matter of fact, there is no program teaching you what you just got on this live webinar for free, right? There's no program doing that out there, guys. So if you don't have the $997 right now, no problem, right? I made a special offer for you. So you can just make 4 payments of $300 today, right? And take advantage of the program. So you still get to lock the program in at $1,200 today instead of the $4,851 tomorrow. Because tomorrow, guys, it goes back to $4,851. But the point is, I'm only taking 10 people. I can take you at $997 today, or I can take you at $4,851 tomorrow, all the way till the end of the month, right? As soon as I get 10 people, that's it, right? So I'm locking in till the end of the month. So that's in a few days here, right? So the first 10 people to lock it in today are going to get lifetime access, and you're going to be getting the program for $997. Tomorrow, it goes back to $4,851, right? Tomorrow it goes back to $4,851. So I'll for a recap. So you're going to be getting the Growth Accelerator program, right? Everything there is to know about the music business, all the tools, all the tips, all the contacts. You get the same resources all 3 major labels are using right now to accelerate and grow their artists, new and existing. You guys are going to be getting free access to the Facebook community dedicated to helping us stay up to date with the latest industry trends. And you're also going to be getting the free weekly Zoom calls with me personally, where I'm going to be answering your questions to help you navigate the program or the music business in general, right? All right, so the first 10 people to purchase the program, I want to throw in an extra bonus, right? I told you guys I have a lot of goodies for you today. So the first 10 people to purchase the program, I want to throw in my brand audit service. So my brand audit service is where I do a one-on-one phone call with you, and I basically give you personalized tips and suggestions on how to increase your brand value and drive high conversions, right? After we do that, then I come up with a personalized cutting-edge release plan for your single or album release, guys. And this service is not, I don't sell this service on my program. This is a service that I offer to the agencies that I work with. And so it's not even a service that I offer in my program, because I usually don't have enough time in a month to do this for a lot of people. I get way too much clients from the agency, so it's not even a service that's available through the program. But the first 10 people to purchase the program today at $997, the first 10 people off of this webinar, because you guys are the only people who got the offer for $997. The program is $4,851, but I put it at $997 today, and it's automated. So tomorrow, after 24 hours, it's going to go back to $4,851. So take advantage of it. I'm an over-deliverer. I like to over-deliver. I'm pretty sure you guys know that. You can tell from all the free game you got at this webinar. So I'm going to throw in an extra bonus, right? I call it my PPP folder, right? So the PPP stands for Power Pack, PR Power Pack, right? My PR Power Pack folder is a folder where I included a PR checklist, right? A 114 hip hop blog contacts and emails and Twitter handles, right? And sample emails that I have personally used for successful campaigns in the past. So the folder includes a PR checklist, 114 hip hop blogs contacts, including their emails and their Twitter handles, and sample emails that I've personally used for successful campaigns, all for free if you get the program today, right? This offer only stands for the next 24 hours, right? So in the next 24 hours, if you get the program, you're not going to gain all of these perks, right? All right, so final offer recap. You have a Growth Accelerator program that's worth $48.51, includes all things music business, weekly Q&A sessions with me. That usually goes for $1,500. You have the brand audit service, which I don't offer to the public. It's $5,000 when it comes from the agency that I work with, and the PR Power Pack that goes for $49.97. Guys, total real world value is $11,848, right? The Growth Accelerator program with the weekly Q&A sessions alone is $6,351. The bonuses alone is $5,497, guys. However, if you get the Growth Accelerator program right now, you can save $5,354 and get the entire program for $997, guys, right? You're not going to find this kind of value anywhere else, guys. No one is doing what we're doing here at the Music Business University, and that's a fact, right? So for just $997, Growth Accelerator program of $48,5100 value, all things music business, weekly Q&A sessions valued at $1,500. First 10 people get my brand audit service, a $5,000 value, right? PR Power Pack at $49.97. Total real world value, $11,848. And so that's it, guys. Take advantage of the offer. That brings us to the end of this lesson. I'm going to be taking questions right now. So any questions you guys have about the webinar or the program, getting the program, I'm taking questions right now. So drop your questions in the comments if you have any questions. I'll be taking questions for the next 5 minutes, and I have to hop on another phone call. All right, so drop your comments. If you guys have any comments in the section, drop your comments. If no, drop your questions or comments. If you guys have any questions or comments in the room, please drop your questions in the comment sections, and I'll be taking comments right now. I'm gonna wait, see if you guys have any questions. Questions. I'll be taking any questions. If you guys have any questions, drop your questions in the comments. I'll be taking questions. Drop your questions if you have any questions in the comments. Do you have any reason why you choose HORUS? Yes. So HORUS, I choose HORUS because so a lot of times some people want to get a royalty on the back end. So when you're getting paid for the for the video, so there's other distributors who get royalties as your money starts to come in, right? And so some people would typically they ask for like a 20% royalty, but with HORUS Music, you get to keep 100% of your royalty. They don't take any percentage of your royalty, and that is my policy. So if I got it today, Jeffrey says, so if I got it today, it will be $300 monthly with the payment plan. Yes. So today only, I will be offering a monthly plan where you can pay $300 for 4 months, and it's going to be just $300 every month. So you're going to be charged $300 every month for 4 months with the payment plan. Yep. So you will be paying $300 today and lock it in, right? Guys, the whole point for you is to lock it in. So if you lock it in doing the monthly payments, obviously your total after 4 months is $1,200. But if you have the $997, I would advise you to do the $997. But if you don't have the $997 today, go in and lock in this offer. That way you get it at $1,200 instead of the $48.51, right? Because after 24 hours, it's going to go to $48.51, and it does not even come with it doesn't come with the weekly calls. It doesn't come with the other bonuses that I threw on, right? So go ahead and lock it in today at $997 or $1,200. That way you're not locking it at $48.51. All right, any more questions? Anybody else got a question? That says thank you. All right, guys, so special offer today only. Please go ahead and lock it in at $997. It was a pleasure teaching you guys today. You guys are an awesome group. I love hanging out with you guys, spending time with you guys. So I hope to see you on our weekly Zoom calls. So guys, go ahead, lock it in for the special offer today, and I'll see you on our weekly Zoom calls. All right, you guys take care. Have a good one. Peace.